to go back in the day when I went more, so that was cool.
That sounds awesome.
In terms of the tournament, I went 1 and 2. The first one was against a Fox he was seated above me. He's in Washington. He's pretty good. It was pretty close though. Um, and then I played a Game and Watch from Idaho. And I won that pretty handily. I used this thing I saw online on the Fox Discord. There's this clip of someone just drilling Game and Watch and then drilling again because he can't really deal with it because he's super light, so the drill hits him and he has slow moves. So I did like 4 drills in a row up smash.
Oh, that's disgusting. I love that. That makes
Yeah,
me.
I can
I'm
send you
happy
the
to
clip
hear.
after.
I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah, it was. I just saw it. I said I'm just gonna do it. And this actually Game and Watch did better in the clip. She like SDI'd out a bit, but then there's like 3. There's a bunch of other mix-ups you can do there because he's still slow. Um,
And
so that was
it's
fun.
Mr. Game and Watch. He sucks. Like
Yeah.
we can just pop off on him. It's fine.
And then I played a pretty good. It felt like a pretty good Falco, and lost him. So I didn't feel like I lost any that I really like quote unquote should have won. I didn't feel like too helpless in either of them too. It felt like if I just keep working on what I'm doing, especially just like improving my tech skill because those were both spacey matchups that like
Oh,
being able to move
yeah.
more fluidly and like move between like shield and shine and stuff like that. Really, the wave dash ties a lot of stuff together that I'm working on. But yeah, I was pretty happy. It was fun. I got some good friendlies in. A lot with my friends who were there too. We just played a lot, and it's fun to just play and watch top 8. We were able to watch Nikki beat Cody while we were playing friendlies. In a
Oh,
group of
that's
people,
good.
so-
Yo, what do you think of like? Actually, that's a good question. So like, there were a lot of foxes in top 8. You know, as a fox player, what did you think about that? Like, because I feel like we saw some like heartbreaking performances from some of them, but we also saw some like astounding performances from some of them too. What was it like? Who are you rooting for at this one?
Well, I'd say my favorite fox right now is probably Aklo.
Okay.
I just like how he plays. Maybe because he kind of reminds me of how I play or used to play, but like way more technical. But I love how he's like very patient and very like I feel he's very like positioning oriented, which really helped him versus the Ices because he really like didn't just run around and do stuff. He said he like looked at the position. He would hold his position. He's like I like it. Um,
He never got stuck.
yeah.
He never got pinned. Like, other than on Pokemon Stadium, which is, like, a really weird level in terms of layout. But on any of the Triplat levels, like, he never got pinned in the corner because he was so consistent about the illusion cancels. Like, he just was, like, whenever he needed to get the fuck out of there, he was out of there. Couldn't catch
Yeah,
him.
and those are hard. I've been trying to learn those, and they are hard to hit. Like especially the top platform ones. I'm sure I can learn it, but
You
it's
know?
not like
They're really easy with Falco, but with Fox, no. This is like one of the things that's actually like straight up harder with Fox, like for sure.
I even called it when I was talking with my friends before because he was running through all those foxes, and I said, he's a triplat master. He's gonna do fine." And he
Aklo's
did
built
fine.
differently.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like the matchup for him.
Hmm.
And the Fox Ditto was fun to watch too. I've watched a lot of, like Moki and Cody and Aklo all doing their Fox Dittos, and that's been fun to watch. Although it's like, I watch it in person, it's so fast. And I see some things, and then when I slow it down, I get this like ever-growing queue of like both little and big things that they do that like, oh, I should learn how to do that, you know.
Hmm.
But you can only learn so much at once.
Yeah, no, that's true. You know, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that because, like, somebody that I've been coaching, like, this Falco player Gio from Upstate, like, I've been working with him for a little while now, and something that he brought up the other day was just like, God, how did he describe it? He said, let me actually know what he messaged me directly. Let me see if I can find it because the way he put it was good. I have so many pieces, but I can't consistently put them together. Like, I'm always learning something new, and when I feel like one thing has improved, another thing falls back, like plugging holes on a sinking ship. And I was just kind of like, with him, like, it's what we've recently had to start doing with him is, like, kind of like getting him to play to refine. Like, there's so many things that are, like, there are so many, like, important concepts in his play style that he's, like, learning and, like, that he's taking in. But, like, it's now reached the point where there's so many, like, advancements that we need to start like figuring out how they fit together in a cohesive style. So,
Mhm.
yeah. I'm curious.
Yeah, and
Do
I
you
felt
think?
that a lot
Mhm.
taking a break. Um, and I took a break, and I tried to compensate for it. Like I played a little. I did have like a little setup because my wife and I were going to a park. We played like once, like
Mhm.
at night before going to bed. But I did like watch a lot of videos, like a few of your coaching videos, some fiction ones on Fox,
Mhm.
which were good, and I felt like I learned a lot. Um, but I think I kind of forgot because I wasn't playing much that, especially on the box compared to a controller, like my inner melee self is like on the controller, it's like I could do most things, like maybe not perfectly, like but like tech skill wise. Then like I got on the box and I was kind of frustrated because it's like I couldn't, go as fast as I couldn't like execute basically. So between like forgetting where I was tech skill wise and getting a little, out of practice, but I, shook it off. It's okay to get frustrated sometimes.
Mhm. No, absolutely. I mean, like it's a fighting game. Losing or not being able to do what we want to do, like it doesn't feel good. It's not supposed to, but that's okay because like it's just part of the journey. So,
Yeah, yeah.
on that note, what do you think your journey involves today?
Um, I can see. Let me look. There's like a couple things. There's one of two, or maybe both. So I played. I think yesterday. I played a good net play session, like a long one of ranked, just because I didn't get any VODs from the tournament. And I was kind of like wanting to watch myself play. So I
Mm-hmm.
got one against a Falco who's like a little bit better than me. He's like a platinum Falco. Um, and I went to
Okay.
game three against him, and it felt like the kind of Falco that I lose to. Like it felt like, well, one, as I watch it, like the lack of tech skills obviously there. I try not to. I just like discount that when I watch the VOD because it's like, oh, I will get better at wave dashing out of shine, shining out of shield, wave dash out of shield, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Um, but aside from that, like I think in general against Falcos, even like really good ones, like I've played friendlies with like the best Falco in our state and other good Falcos. Like I feel in general, I don't feel too bogged down by the lasers. I feel like I'm pretty patient about it. I kind of understand what to do, and I think it's more that like I have trouble getting like really good clean hits on Falco, which in turn means I don't get like good punishes on him. It might be that I'm not recognizing the good hits like we talked about before. It could be that I'm just not doing it. And then kind of if what feels like happens is that like I don't like get completely oppressed by like their laser and pressure game. I don't feel too stressed out like getting shield pressured by Falco. I know how to get out of that between shine out of shield if I were better at it. But like buffer roll and waiting for that and full hop, buffer full hop. But it's like I could do all that, but then because I don't get the good openings, it's like this like uphill battle where like I just can't keep up. Or I my openings are bad to the point where like maybe I like get a weak opening and then they counter me or something. So
Hmm.
it's like almost like I feel like I'm like playing against myself a bit. Um,
Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at those.
yeah, I'll send it to you. Uh,
I play a good amount of Falco myself these days, so
yes,
I
I've heard.
yeah. Actually, not that I want to like show off clips during one of these, but do you want to see something cool I did to a Samus player?
Oh yeah, I love Samus players getting messed up.
Okay, I'll send it through. I think you'll like this. Oh, did I send? Okay, good. I sent the right one.
Oh, that was a nice refresh.
The fast fall on the edge grab was dirty. I think.
Hmm.
Like on the second downer.
Yeah, that one. Watch it again because the head was so fast. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speed.
that's like when I'm playing good against Samus, like being brave like that at the edge is so important.
Oh yeah. You know, I want to. I'm curious. How often would you say you're brave versus Falco?
What do you mean?
So like, you mentioned that your openings aren't very good. I'm thinking like, well, why is that? Like, what moves are you going for? And are you
Um,
and are you willing to stay in fight situations, or are you backing out of them? Are you
so one thing I've
chasing?
been trying to do more lately that I did get a couple good openings in this set, is like just like dash dance close to him, speak of like being brave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like recognizing when like okay, Falco's actually kind of afraid of me at this distance. I don't have to like run away from him. I can dash this in his face, and I should just like sometimes just throw a nair at him, because if he does laser, I'll hit him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say most of my openings against Falco are like ones like that. Like it's kind of like, and I don't have a good sense for it, but just like I go in at a certain distance that feels like it, and I go in with like a nair or maybe a running shine or like an up smash. And the other ones I get are like a lot of like full hop openings. So like full hop shine, full hop drill, full hop nair and bear, which I don't feel like I capitalize well on. But also like some of them you can't. And then the grabs, I don't even know when I grab Falco. But yeah, I'm probably not brave enough in terms of like hitting him.
Okay.
I'm not sure why. Yeah.
I'm just taking a quick look at the stats here to kind of see what they tell us. So, OPK 5.8, 8.3, 4.7. You outpunished him on Fountain of Dreams. From the looks of it. You actually... opening
That's a
conversion...
game 3.
Yeah, opening conversion rate 78.6. Neutral wins. Oh, he won way more neutral. But it's Falco. They're probably counting the lasers. Damage per opening 23.8. Yeah, you hit him hard here. Like interesting. So let's start. So Yoshi's was game 1?
Yeah, it goes Yoshi's. I win Yoshi's in Battlefield and FOD.
Yoshi's Battlefield. Oh, I'm showing him winning on Battlefield and FOD.
Yeah,
So
I went Yoshi's first. I won game 1.
I see. Okay, got it. Cool. So let me share my screen, and then we'll open this. Let's
Oh, and there's one other thing about the set too before we start.
Mm-hmm.
That I kind of wanted to look at, and when I watched it, I wasn't able to. I showed it to another Fox player who's in my region, and he gave me some like micro advice, but he said his big advice, like high level, was just like I missed a lot of tech chase opportunities, like I didn't recognize them, and he said if I hit like 3 or more, I would just like smoke this guy, and I do feel with Fox, I'm not very good at tech chasing spaces and like recognizing it. I think because it happens so fast, I don't have as much trouble against like recognizing as much versus Falcon or Sheik or stuff like that. Yeah. So I think that's one thing I'd like to look at too.
So let's talk.
It's just like
no, this is good. So like, let's start here. Actually, let's talk about wake up options. So you hit him out of this, and then you go over here. Let's see how late you were. So one thing I would. So you were like exactly a frame off.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I want to ask you is, when do you think you have to actually like, as you're heading over for this? What is, like, when do you think you need to start the up smash?
Well, I started way later, but clearly if I start it like there, I think I'll slide and hit him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know the timing.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, one thing I would flag here, just as, like, a tech chase structure thing, is, like, we can be all the way over here. You're fighting Gum Call. Oh, my God. All right, let's go Slippy tags. Never change. But, yeah, so let's see here. So I would say that like this distance from dash, so we'll flag this as dash. And then we'll do like, yeah, from this far away, we can definitely like JC up smash. Because like you want to use like your momentum as much as possible. And like from here, you're going to slide like here on your like start, or like on your jump squat frames, you're going to slide like, it'll be like boop, 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 and then like be here, and then it'll like hit like that. So you definitely get them.
Where do I send? I wonder where I do hit it or do send it.
I mean, like, so. Oh, you're wondering where you actually start it.
Yeah.
Oh, much later. It looks like you actually dash cancel, almost.
Yeah, so I get like right up face and do it.
Yeah, so it looks like you running crouched. And then you, like, didn't swing right away. The other thing I would comment here is that because you're off by a frame, not that I normally recommend this versus Falco, but what do you think, like, if he's really going for, like, a buffer counter hit here, like a buffer spot dodge or something here, Your grab is actually a better follow-up here.
I've kind of like gotten grab in this situation like beaten out of me. It feels like. I mean, it's obviously good. It would have won in this situation, but like, I'd say a month ago, I would constantly get blown up for grabbing because they don't start spot dodging me. But that's just like a mix it up thing too.
But here's the thing. So this is exactly why. So like this is basically the 7th frame, like 7th or 6th frame or 8th frame of like up smash, which is also like 7th or 8th frame, which is also the same as the grab. So grab and up smash, grab and up smash, and up smash hit the same frame here. So the reason because like grab hits on 7 to 8, up smash hits like 7 to like 11 or something, but like it's hitting on one of the opening ones. This shield is coming out immediately. We're just not, the only reason it's not power shielding is because the power shield box is like here, like it's more it's more inside him. Like it's like kind of like shaped like this, and we're hitting his shield like out over here. So with that in mind, if he's buffer spot dodging, how does the math work out? Because this is like 1. So that means the 2nd frame would also be vulnerable. And then he's intangible, which will mark in blue, on the 3rd frame. So like...
So I would have got him anyway.
Yep, shield, lag, spot dodge. So that's what I mean. Like, if you're a frame off, the grab is actually better. Like, if you're within 2 frames off, like, because the up smash, like, and then the way that it works out is, grab, like, this would be, like, grab, both, and then neither. Like, if in terms of lateness. Do you see what I mean? But the thing about this is that, it's almost, you generally don't get this one because of how big the shield is. Because you see what I mean? Like, your move hits like this, so because it goes into this space, like he'd have to have the shield. You'd have to be coming at it at a very specific angle, like timing an angle for that for the up smash to connect on shield. So up smash you need to basically be you need to like hit within the hit window, whereas grab has some leniency.
Okay, I guess if it's one thing that would help with my issue that I have with grab too is like you said, starting it earlier. It's a little less like deep. Like if I don't like go full, if I space it a little more. So I guess I should practice that.
Yeah, or just do it by timing. Like again, I always recommend listen to the audio cues and use that to structure your timing. Because like here, if we go back, so as upon hearing that, like that tuk, like that lets you know that like within a third of within a third of a second, you want to have your action lined up. Now that said, what I'm wondering here is, what was this? Because like this is like, we like blinked him off. What do you think? Like upon seeing this situation, what do you think? How do we cover the most things possible? Where do we go?
To the ledge?
Yeah, why not? Like
I think I did the slow roll to the ledge jump thing.
Let's find out what you do. I think you try to shine spike him directly, which can work, by the way. But when are you reacting here? Like, what are you reacting to, his endpoint or his path?
I think I got a little like log jammed in my head because of the Randall. I got like kind of decision paralysis. Something about that threw me off. And he does go to the Randall, but I didn't like cover it. But I think it just like threw me off.
So
I did react really slow.
So I'm gonna tell you a secret here. The instant he does that up B, he's dead. Because let me ask you, if he goes straight for the stage, like you said, go to the edge, but there's actually an even better place for you to be able to go. And it's just outside of the range. Like from here, this is your starting position. Let's say here. It's right about here. Why am I gonna say go there? Think about it.
Because he went up. So he'll be up there.
No, we don't know where he's going. Like let's
Oh.
This is good no matter what he does, because he can either go here. Can he hit us if he goes here?
Not if I don't run into him, I don't think.
Right. So he misses in front of us. Like he can go here and miss in front of us. This is not terribly exciting though. Because if he does that, then what do we do?
I mean, I can hit him in a variety of ways.
What do we do to kill him every time?
Shine out a shield?
No, we don't. We don't shield. Why would we shield if he can't hit us? We just like let him after he starts to fall. We just walk forward a teensy bit or jump forward a teensy bit, and then we shine him.
I see. I'm outside of the range of his
hitbox. Yeah, and if if we're off by a little bit, we can tell as he's coming at us, and we can dash dance out of the way and then do that because we can just go here and then do that.
Mm-hmm.
So like this kills him. If he goes up here, what do? We just jump and kill him, right?
Yeah.
So like this is the spot because like with him up being here, there's nowhere he can go. Even if he goes straight up to go for Randall, like even if he goes straight up to like drift onto Randall, none of these spots from here are not coverable. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I can get an. I can like send like. If Randall's gonna be there, I can send a nair totally up there.
Why would we nair? Why would we nair? Why wouldn't we just shine him? He's like dead.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like he's at 11. What is our nair doing?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't look at the percent.
Yeah, so like with this, but this is what I mean. Like we give ourselves access to like cover. Like all of these are shineable, so we just give ourselves the best move possible. So like really,
this was like one of those juicy openings I'm talking about. It was like he ledge hop double laser grabbed me, and I just like held down to mash B and got him.
Right. So the cool thing of like this is why now I want to be clear here. Grabbing the edge still gives you this coverage, so it is still absolutely a valid move. Because if you grab the edge here, then what do? So he goes any of these, you just like. So you just ledge hop, like you just react to him coming up. If he comes up here, you just go up here and like cut him off with back air. So any of these two are just like he instantly dies. Or like you cut him off with back air, then you run off and shine him. So like on any of the recoveries in this basic trajectory pattern, like from here to about here, you just cut him off and kill him. For the things that are not captured by this, you just jump out, like you just hog him. Or, like, jump up and shine him. So it would going to be, like, this motion. And this is actually why I don't like the ledge grab here as much, because I feel like it's worse if he just goes straight up and falls to the edge. Because we have to kind of, like, do a motion like this, which is, like, weird. And, like, that lots of people die doing this, but, like, it technically works. We have to, like, kind of, like, we could also fall, like, if he goes straight up, I think we just jump onto Randall and then just shine him here. So it's really more like we go here. Like, we kind of go, like, because Randall will be over here at that point, so then we just go here and then just, like, blink him for going onto it.
Hmm.
But, like, that would be kind of, like, anything behind these trajectories. So there's still, like, these awkward middle ones that I don't feel are, like, really captured. There's, like, one in this, like, there's stuff in this range that I feel like we don't capture well, but, like, it still covers basically everything. But, with that in mind... Yeah, like, we're just chilling here. Like, we just hit Falco below the stage without a jump, and we're just sitting here. That's the problem.
Yeah.
There's no reason for us to sit here. Like, because even if we, like, move closer, by moving closer, like, we're not even committing to this closer position because we can dash dance out of here. So if he comes directly at us, we can still deal with it. Heck, if he comes directly at us, there's no reason we don't just up smash him and then shine him. Because, like, what is he going to go? He's going to go, like, here? Okay, fine. Shine him up there. He goes here? Fine. Shine him over there. Like, it all leads to the same place. On that note, this is another juicy opening. You just hit Falco out of his double jump, off stage, here. Where should we be going right now?
I should try to ledge hop shield drop with back air right away.
Or run over here and shine him.
Yeah. Yeah, I could have got him.
On that,
planes here.
like, I would say that, like, but the biggest thing here is, like, we need to, like, there needs to be a plan after you hit him. Because, like, this, to me, like, why are we pulling inward on this? Actually, no. This is to not lose to down air. Yeah, never mind. The drift is fine. I have no problems with the drift. But, like, after we hit this move, the instant that you hit him here, can he make it on stage? Like, how can he make it on stage from here?
He has to illusion or Firefox or Firebird or whatever.
Or air dodge, one of the three.
Or air dodge.
So, of those options, which of them beats you? Do any of them beat you doing this?
I think only if he like air dodges right now.
Right. And if he does that, like, air dodges are pretty telegraphed, and they're like have a lot of lag. So if we just double jump out of the shine over here quickly and then do it here, does it even beat it?
Yeah, maybe I get a second chance.
Yeah, like, it's just, yeah, you get a second chance to, like, kill him. So, like, this beats, so the shine here, shine checks. So the shine checks, side B, up B, air dodge, and then I'm going to put an asterisk here, because, like, additional step required. But, like,
I think I was over-respecting the illusion, too. I was so afraid of getting hit by the illusion. Like, if you see how I play, like, I stay on the platform, I wait for it, and then I fall down.
Right. So why are you afraid of the illusion? Is it because it, like, meteors you or something, and you don't want to die?
I guess.
That is a valid reason. Like, absolutely makes sense. But here's the thing. What if I told you the illusion is nowhere near him right now? The illusion is a hitbox. Like, as he's traveling, the way the illusion works is that it starts over behind him and then it catches up with him. So even if he gets his illusion started, he's always, like, this far in front of it, like, until it starts to, like, catch up. Like, it moves like this as he's moving. Do you see what I mean? So, like, with that in mind, like, if he's going over here as part of his, like, thing, like, if everything eventually goes here, which looks about right, yeah, like, he is moving in front of this thing as he's traveling, and he's, like, these would be the shorten points, basically, like, between these two. This thing gets canceled by the shorten, so even if he shortens here to try to, like, speed up his edge grab or whatever, the illusion meteor then just, like, disappears sooner. So his hitbox, like, doesn't do anything here. It's behind him. So, like, it's trying to like, catch up with him through these different positions, but we can like, literally just tell him, like, no. Like, we're attacking his front. This is part of why Falco's front is, like, such a big target for him. Like, this spot here is like a bullseye.
Okay.
Like, this is, like, absolutely, like, just hit him. Boom. Does that make sense?
I think this will help, because I think it's just, like, recognition, right? Like, and this is, like, it is a juicy opening, like you said, but all it was like, hit him with a back air at 11, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it stole his jump, but that was, like, to me that felt like it didn't feel like a counter hit. It felt like a, like, jousting defensive move.
Yeah.
But it was, apparently, I could have killed it.
Oh, no, he was Omega dead. Here's another thing. So, like, when he's getting up like this, how are you doing this up air? Like, I know you're double jumping it, and you're allowing him, like, but here's the thing I'm wondering. Are you doing this to try to, like, overlap the second hit better with his body?
I think I just mistimed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to do it. I don't do it on box. I used to do the thing where you kind of shine stall below it, and then chase him. And I've been slowly doing stuff like that with other characters, other matchups, like where I'll short hop below it. But it got beat by what he does, which is just, like, sitting around. I would try
to simplify your movement, because, like, just going up with a full hop up air is going to be faster than, like, double jumping, because remember, your double jump is, like, adding a reaction where you have to be in the air while it's happening. He can lie down on the ground for longer than your short hop. So like the problem with this setup, because I get the idea, like it's a clever, it's a cute idea. Like I see the merit to it, and it's really good off stage. The problem here is he times his like get up for when you are like for when you're landing.
Yeah.
And that's what like messes this up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you just have to go up with full hop. Like it's also good sometimes to just like full hop up air, and then if he gets up, just like fast fall and do another one. Standard ledge recoveries are standard recoveries like that are really slow. A lot of times he's like, so something that's not known about standard like normal stand, get up stand is that it's 30 frames, not 26. So like the wake up options are on the in place ones from no tech are laggier than the in place ones from tech, because tech stand is 26 and stand and get up attack are 30 and significantly longer than that, like usually around like 50. The rolls are slow, the rolls are quicker, like they're 35 each instead of 40 with tech rolls, but the difference between them is the thing is, when you're working with like an enclosed space like that, it doesn't matter. And a lot of times the best thing he can do upon getting up is just to shield anyway. So like just full hop up airing test, like to like provoke him, then doing another like auto canceling, then doing another one. A lot of times you can just hit him out of his shield if you didn't get him the first time. So like I would say efficient action. Like don't be cutesy with double jumps.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to what's going on here. So you're pressuring him here. Why are we so what's the purpose of this full hop near from downtown?
I mean, looking at it, it was never going to hit. It was way too far away. Let me see if I can figure out where I did it. I think I saw he was at 60. So like that percent doesn't take much to knock him over, push him off stage.
Mm-hmm.
But it was too far away.
Right. So where do you think it all goes wrong here?
Let's see something else.
So this
rolls.
He rolls. So
I could just get him.
We could just get him, but let's pretend that like we're in this situation. Like we've just dashed through him, and then like he's behind us. So where does it all go wrong?
Let's see. When I dash away.
Right. Where do we need to be going?
Literally the opposite direction.
Correct. Why do we need to be going in the opposite direction?
Well, because at that range, I have a step on Falco, right? Like, I'm if we go back to the other one, like he basically is in my towards the extremity of like my full nair range, right?
Yeah, like our starting point was about here. We're currently here. If we flip this around so that we're here, like this is an amazing position for us.
He's like wave dashing away, I think.
He's jumping. He's doing some kind of dash jump. Yeah. I think he's like setting up his auto cancel back air, because that is ultimately what he like winds up defending with. So he did an empty jump away from us, then he landed, and then we like. Yeah, and the thing is, the funny part here is that there's still a way to make this full hop from farther away work. We just have to go over the platform and like understand that he's going to be looking for this kind of like defensive back air, and we just like use the platform to go around him and hit him on the other side of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like double jump, wave land across, like fall on him like that totally works. But the thing is that we don't even like, this is one way. So like, for us to make this full hop work, we had to like kind of go across here and then like hit this side of him, which totally
I have to like play that mix up of like, do I come down or jump on the platform, and I have to like react to what he does maybe. Kind of.
Yeah, like this is where like the decision point is. But the cool thing here is by going this way, if we go the other way, and this is why it's the stronger play, we get to like do all of this arc, but we get to do it directly. Like we don't have to use our double jump to like beat his like full hop back air here, because we can just like naturally do that, which means that we're pressuring him to full hop. And then he doesn't want to do that, because like what if we do literally anything else? Like if we operate with a dash dance in like this general like area, like this, we'll clean that up a bit. So like in this general space, then like his life is so much harder because like he wants to protect himself with short hops, but that's really bad. Like he wants to bear and like protect himself, but if we're dash dancing in like in this zone, that's really bad for him. If we then the other thing, so what he might try to do to like call that out is like laser, but again, if we like full hop around him like this, then that's so bad for him. If he short hops and we full hop and back here to the side, that's so bad for him. So then it's just not like, we're kind of like forcing him to like, we're kind of like giving him no choice but to go under the side platform and establish lasers over here. But even that's not exactly free, because we can also just, what if we just keep rushing him? Like, what if we just chase him? So like this applies so much more pressure. It's just...
Yeah, I think that's a general problem I have when I watch. I think we even talked about it's just like like dashing away when you shouldn't, or when you should be going towards, you know.
So tell me where with this illusion, when do we need to start like attacking? Like when do we hit him?
Let's see. I should just up smash right there.
Correct.
Maybe I didn't react to it. That might be a thing.
Well, listen for the tech. So we're gonna actually do this one in normal speed, because I want you to like hear the tech noise. We'll go back a bit. See what I mean?
I can't hear it.
Did you? Okay, I'll turn the volume up a bit. You can hear the game audio though, right?
I don't think so.
So when I play this, you can't hear it?
I haven't heard it. Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Even right now?
No.
Do you have like Discord sound off or something?
Oh, maybe. Let me check. No, the site's not muted. What's going on?
Well, you have this video.
Yeah, I can look at it.
Yeah, do me a favor. Do me a favor and look at it. It should be at just under a minute and 20 in. Like, do like a minute and 19 in.
Okay, it's about... Okay. Hit me off. Okay. I get to the ledge and then illusion. Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, so like that always happens in that way, the frame that like somebody hits the ground when they tack. Always on the first frame. So that should be like a standard like reference point for when you need to get your things going. Because
at that point I either need to, he's not mistech, right? Because he's a little so like at that point I need to either like throw, like, I guess part of it is learning is kind of like, as we're looking at, it's like timing the dash. So like I have my dash lined up so that if he does take your place and I hear that and I react to it, I just up smash then otherwise I just either keep going or turn around.
Yeah.
That like, it's like yeah, I think that's something I'm not very, it's kind of foreign to me. It's just that like tech chasing in motion. I had trouble with it on Nest too, with the like dash tech thing. It's like I learned how to tech chase mostly with like more set play characters like Falcon and Sheik, which is like not in motion. I guess it's just like, yeah. So it's like managing the dash and like setting the dash up. It's a little harder because like you can't just stand there, or like with Falcon you like do the wave dash and you're just sitting there. With this you have to be like at a decent distance, but also up smash is giant and Fox is fast, so it's still pretty lenient.
You know, it's interesting that you say that it's like different. Like, so it's interesting that you say that it's difficult, that it's tougher, because I feel like it is in some ways. But the nice thing about the dash dance is that because it is a motion, it's an aggressive motion that's happening, we're also poised to be able to like bail out and threaten with additional follow-ups. Like we can like kind of like threaten their like wake up option a little more effectively than Sheik and Falcon can. Because Sheik and Falcon are operating from a fixed position. So like if they get it wrong, they're just like reversaled right away a lot of the time. But with Fox and Marth and like, you know, more dash dancey versions of Captain Falcon's tech chase, or even Jigglypuff, because she kind of does it with her air mobility, like they're kind of like in the perfect spot to be able to like act Like, you know what I mean? Like like they can kind of like adjust on the fly in a way.
Mm-hmm.
On
and like you can. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to learn too. That's helped me is like I said, I was getting blown up for being late with grab and spot dodge. Is just like recognizing when maybe I don't feel like I can get hit them in their like inactionable frames, but then like you said, like threatening the wake up with like a drill or a nair or something, which is like not guaranteed, but pretty pretty good for me, whether they shield or not, or do other stuff.
Yeah. So very quickly, what was the play here? And what are some things we can, or actually, what are some things we can do here quickly?
Let's see.
Just throw out ideas. Don't think too hard.
Let's see. I can, as he's charging it, just stay where I am and just like turn around. And I think I'm gonna like that a lot more. Because then I can up tilt that or back air that if it comes at me. If he goes high, get a back air. Well, I don't need to like do a turn around.
So he's gonna down smash. He's gonna drop a bit because of like the animation. See what I mean? So he can't actually like go on stage, like going straight. So he's actually like flying at this. He's actually flying at like this angle here. So you want to look at the bottom of his like up B to like understand where he's actually gonna move.
So he okay. I did not know that. So he's up there, but when he launches, he's like horizontal with his feet.
Yeah, because like look at him.
So I could have like forward tilted that. I think
you could have down tilted. I would have down tilted.
Oh, that works too.
Because like down tilt's like this, and then he pops up, and then we up air him, and he dies. Also, you can back here. So like one thing I want to get us into the habit of is like we have down tilt here because of like the slope ledge, which is good. What if he goes like up here like that, like up here? What do you do?
Up smash him, nair him.
Up smash, I love that. I love it because he's at 94 on Yoshi's story. And I really like the idea of him just dying because we hit him. So that's another one. What if he goes up here? Does it change?
Probably.
Can we just up smash him because he's at 94 on Yoshi's story?
Which one? The very top one?
Yeah, this one. Because like, where does he go? Right?
Yeah, I guess he can't make the platform from there, huh?
Yeah, so like we just up smash him because he's on Yoshi's story. And then he's at 94. And like all of this, so this is like, why do you think I'm like keep stressing? Like, so down tilt, up air kills him. These two, up smash both kills him. Why do you think I'm stressing these options?
Because they kill him?
Right, but how easy are they to do?
Oh, very easy. They're both like, they're super disjointed, they're fast, they're easy to input.
And they're also similar timing, aren't they? So, like, there's kind of a consistency in terms of, like, your input economy. Like, you don't have to jump up for any of these, like, weirdly. Like, this is just, like, we do down tilt. If he goes up here, we walk forward and up smash him, or we dash to forward and up smash him, or we just up smash him. Like, everything is very, like, accessible, right? And if the only ones that aren't really captured by this are if he goes, like, all the way up here at, like, the weirdest angle he can while still being able to fall to the edge and grab it. And, like, on that one, what do we do? Like, on something like this, what do we do?
Honestly, I would probably, if I saw that, I would just forward smash.
Right, so we even have, like, counterplay for that. We could also grab the edge. Yeah, exactly! Like, it's just...
super meaty.
Right, so, like, what we are doing here is this is one way... Like, one thing that I want us to get used to for pushing advantage is hit him with hard moves. Like, hit him with your really powerful moves. Because they're powerful, and we went through all this trouble of getting advantage and building up this great spot. Why are we doing, like, the weakest things possible? Like, we don't, like, and I understand that, like, the weak things, i.e. the aerials, have the best coverage, so don't get me wrong. Like, I understand why they're there. But, like, we also, like, set up this jump, and then we didn't even capitalize on it. Like, this one here, what are we doing with this? Like... So why are we why are we covering this high? Like, my question here is, why are we covering this high angle when we know that that's not going to work? Because I know that we've gone over edge guarding structure on this. So like, what do you think we should have done here?
Stayed on the stage.
No. The edge grab's fine. The edge grab's fine. Don't panic. I promise. I'm not trying to be mean. But let's
I don't think you could go out and hit him outright.
I agree. So what is the most important angle for you to be able to cover efficiently here? Like, what are the angles that we have to cover here? So we can do this. He can do this.
Great.
And actually, let's put the up B in the right spot, because like he's gonna fire like this. So he can do this, he can do this, and he can do a bunch of these.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the ones that we have to cover from this ledge position?
Going to ledge, I have it covered if I just react and roll. That one there, like straight, I have it covered with a back air.
Can we
So
cover both of these with a back air? Like, it's hard, but like we can probably make a back air go from here to here, right?
Yeah, especially if I do like the no fast fall release and just do that.
Yeah, like rising back, like rising immediate back air, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if we should auto cancel here, right? Like the motions like this.
And then I'm cooking if he goes high.
Right, because then from here, the back air only covers these ones because it's not like the first back air, it's not its job to cover these high ones. The high ones are meant to be captured by the next back air.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I think, real, and to giving credit where credit is due, I think that is what you tried to do. Because when I look at that F smash, it really doesn't make any sense.
That was a flub.
Yeah. But the reason I am refreshing this is because this is like, the fact that we're like not answering that immediately with this makes me very nervous. Because like you see, there's a delay on this back air, and I feel like that's really what went wrong. Because if you just immediate double jump back air, like you should always be able to auto cancel. That should always auto cancel with how the double jump back air frames work out. But the reason I'm like pointing that out is because it's more about we need like, this is where like confidence in like the basics is really important, because these situations and the permutations happen really quickly, and that's part of like the tech chasing thing. Like tech chasing and edge guarding, honestly, like have a lot of things in common, because they're both really strict in terms of like the timing windows. So you kind of have to know what you're going for with your setup, like immediately. You do not have time to be like making up, like changing your mind, like as it's happening. Interestingly, I'm 99% sure that was a fuck up, because like I think that this is supposed to be an up smash or something. Okay, cool. So this is good. This that was actually a lot that I really liked with how aggressive your like pressure, like your structure was on your footing. These are good. What I want to see more of out of these is like when you have in these pressure situations, I want to see fewer full hops like this. I want to see more ground game here, like with short hops or dash dance or something. But you see, because you see, like this is a terrifying position for him. Like when he's trying to get his stuff set up, and then you like counter hit him here with this back air, and then you take out your position here. One thing I'm wondering here is, why are we not just... You could have just comboed off this.
Yes. This is the same thing we talked about last week.
Yeah, so I want us to, like, I want this dash away after we hit him to become, we need to be paying attention to, like, how we're hitting him, because this was a free hit. Even without that, though, like, we just made him whiff that forward tilt. What are we doing? Like, why are we, like, going around the problem here?
So I think I just didn't recognize it in the moment.
True. So here's the thing. So let's talk about this whiffed forward tilt, because it's actually a pretty significant thing. How much lag do you think there is between forward tilt into another poke, into another like hitbox here?
Like, I don't feel how long that move goes. Comes out like frame 5. I guess is like it has like maybe 10-12 frames of wind down lag.
Oh lord, no. It is much. It is much. No. Sheik's forward tilt has less.
That's like 30, right?
Like Sheik's forward tilt goes from 5 to 9 and lasts to 26. Interruptible on 27. So sorry, 5 to 10. Good. So like 17. That's about 17ish frames of like cooldown. So yeah, 11 to 27. Yeah, 17 frames of cooldown. Fox and Falco's F tilt are not nearly that good, from what I recall. 5 to 9, last 26. So they're basically the same. They also have 17 of mandatory cooldown. So that means that, like, between forward tilt, it would be a 21 frame gap. Because, like, 4 to start plus 17 cooldown. So the reason I bring this up is because it makes almost no sense for him to miss this forward tilt against a Fox dash dancing at this range and then go for more offense. If you go for literally anything after that, like, he's almost certainly getting stuffed. You full hopping here means that you're not going to be attacking him for at least, like, about...
He like... I don't know if he reacts too quick, but...
Yeah. But you see how, like, you give up so much offense here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's in a tight... Like, you've earned advantage by making him whiff. And then we don't, like, do anything with it. This is, like, to me, this is... I don't blame you for this dash dance, but I think that, like, this... As soon as, like, this happens, like, if you're not punishing this forward tilt, why were we dash dancing this close to him? Like,
I mean, this is I should just throw an air at him, especially 27.
I would be grabbing him. Are you kidding me? On an opening like that, I'd be like taking a grab or an up smash. I'm like, I want big, I want powerful, I want something that will give me, like, immediate gratification, and I want it now. Like, this is, like, now we're cooking. Like, this is the type of stuff I wanted to see. I don't even care that we missed the edge guard. Like, this is what we needed. Like, because it's just, we want to be chunking this guy. Like, that back air, power, like, strength, damage. This is what we want. How does he lose this? Oh, you make it back on ledge dash? Oh, laser land. Okay, cool. Like, there. That's
right there. Yeah.
And then you, like, win the mix-up off, like, the wake-up, because, like, he does something, and then you're, like, pressuring his decision. You do there's the nair we talked about. You were a little too high for that crouch cancel. You win the clank, you go for the up smash. Big. Big, 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 big.
Yeah. I've actually noticed, as I'm playing, like, mid-game, I played a money match with this guy I knew. We went to game 5, and in it, I could even feel myself, like, I wasn't feeling too good playing, but, like, I could feel myself at certain times, like, locking in more, like, just doing that, but I don't do it all the time.
You need to, like, you need to value, like, okay, so I've been, like, one of the biggest things I've done with, like, working on, my Falco's not good yet, but, like, one of the biggest things I've found, like, with improving with him has just been, like, I was fighting, like, this Samus player Monk, and he's, like, pretty good. Like, he gets, like, he got 9th at his, like, at his, at the Upstate Regional, and he beat, like, the, he actually beat the guy who got 3rd in, like, the seeding rounds. So he's, like, or 4th. No, 3rd. He got the guy who got, 3rd. So he's extremely good. Like, he's a pretty solid Samus overall. And I used to have a lot of trouble with him, like, way more trouble than I do now. Like, and the biggest thing that changed was just, like, and this is gonna sound weird, because, like, we don't think of floaties this way, but just doing things that lead to other hits. Like, looking for shine more, looking for, like, nair, like, looking for up tilt after nair instead of, like, resetting to neutral. Like, if I'm back airing, I want it to be at a percent where it's actually, like, leading to something. And that was, like, one of the biggest difference makers, and we don't usually think of floaty matchups in that way. Usually we're like, oh, floaty matchups, like, you mean the ones that are, like, decided by, like, very careful, like, neutral over, like, extended periods? But, like, it turns out that you still need there's still an efficiency component of them. Like, you also need, like, putting a cap on how long they live is a really good way. Good tech chases, by the way. But putting a cap on how long somebody lives is, like, a really, really good way to, like, remove error, because it takes away interactions they can play. Yeah. So what happened here? What was the issue with this up tilt?
Oh, I didn't react. I was a read.
Right. So, like, relative to the sound, when do you have to do it? So we get this. This is all
after
good.
The sound. Like, I did it before there was any sound.
Right. So you had the tech enter. You had your up tilt starting before he actually hit the ground.
Yeah, like, that was, like, a perfect, like, you know, half a tech chase is being in this spot. That's like the best spot you could be for that too.
Yeah. So, like, I would say, Fox is like one of the advantages to Fox is that like it's I don't think it's like controversial to suggest that he has like a lot of different ways that he can play these like punish situations. You don't have to necessarily do it. Like if you find it's easier to like stand next to somebody, there's no reason you can't do that, but you have to like kind of like figure out what you're doing. Like you can absolutely wave dash next to someone and it gives you access to your tilts, including your very powerful up tilt and down tilt. It gives you access to your shine in a really convenient way, so if you want to do the Cody like shine wave dash down tilt stuff or shine wave dash up smash stuff that he does, perfectly fine. It's a tech trap. It still gives you incredible freedom with like with grabbing the tech rolls. Also extremely good. But like you need to decide what you want to like structure your tech chase around. You have to make a decision there. Like only you can make that choice. I also want to point out that he DI'd away from that and just died to it. So like the idea like up smash, like the big hits, even when they're not like quote unquote optimal. Remember, you're a character who like is known for having all these different hit trajectory, like powerful hit trajectories in key directions. Play to that. Like if he holds out because he thinks you're gonna try to like up tilt or up air or up throw, like there's nothing wrong with sending him like 8,000 feet off stage with F smash or up smash.
Yeah, I do that with back. It doesn't have much of this because I don't get any grabs. I get a lot of Falcos with that on up throw, where like I'll hit them with a back air when they think I'm gonna up air, and then they just go flying.
Or versus Marth, how like they'll smash DI they'll smash DI in weird directions, and you just like back air them when you think they'll like do an inner one, and you just go off. I love this. Why are we not like I love this. So the interesting thing here is I'm actually not convinced I like the back air here, and I'll tell you why. While the back air is good, I actually want a lower trajectory because I want to like hit him over here and I want to up smash him after it because he's at the percent. We could also up it. We could also up tilt and like consider up airing him to try to kill him off the top, like because like I don't know if it kills him yet, but like yeah. So on this tech chase, it's actually just tightening the movement. So like here,
it's too much of a dash back, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So as a general rule of thumb, where do you think your dash should go? When you're doing a tech chase like this, where do you think your dash should go? This is a tricky one, but like it's all about where he is.
It feels like to the right, because if I go towards him, I'm in dash. So if he techs in place, it's like halfway through my dash.
Yeah,
like a little dash to the right, and
yeah,
then that lets me like almost like if I want to like say up smash or nair him or drill him or anything like that, depending on the percent, I kind of like hot the next dash.
Yeah, there you go. So like we want to adjust our spacing because we're like a little too far. Like we're a little too close. So yeah, if we dash this to about here, like during this time, like before we can even react to the tech, if we like remember, we don't really like we're not going to really be able to distinguish the techs until about the third or fourth frame anyway. So if in this time you spend it to get to here, right? From here, then this is suddenly a much better tech chasing stance, isn't it? Because then we just like head over here, and then like once we're like, then we can react to everything cleanly with the dash like this way, or by just continuing to run this way. So like there's kind of like a pivot point around here, or like a point of like there's like a decision point like here, as we're like moving from like after going here. So like from 1 we go 2, we go 3. As we're approaching 3, that's where like all the magic happens. So yeah, absolutely.
I think this is using dashback. It's the same thing, but it's unrelated. But I'm trying to use it more for like to set up running shines too. And I feel like my running shines, especially even before I was on box, were very much like I just run at him and enter run and do it. So I felt kind of like the spacing was awkward, but I've had this realization watching something that like you said, like when you dash back, you kind of if someone's at a distance where I can't running shine them, if I dash back a bit, suddenly they're in that running shine range. So like using the other dash to adjust to like line up my other dash and like learning those ranges more is something I've been trying to focus on.
Yeah. I want to show you something from Moki versus Aklo. Because this is something that I think relates to some of these offensive concepts. So let me like get this on my screen and I will show you what I'm talking about. We'll finish this match though. I know we're at time, but it's all good. Unless you have somewhere to be.
Nah, I don't.
Okay, cool. So then he's gonna kill you with like a Falco combo? Is that what's happening?
I don't remember.
Oh wow, there's another 35 seconds. Never mind. I want to show that I really want to make sure that we look at this though, because this is important. So let's go to their last game. The very last set. No, stop. So, Moki versus, this is grand finals of like one of the biggest tournaments of the year at like an extremely important set for either of these individuals, and they are both playing like hot garbage because they are nervous, and that's fine because who the fuck would not be nervous here? So here's something that like Moki pointed out to me. When he was like, because Moki is like Moki is in a hole here. Moki has problems, specifically that he's at like 100 damage and Aklo is at 24 damage, and Aklo, he does not want this to go further. So what Moki told me he noticed was when he was doing his dash forward, his like advancing actions, a lot of times Aklo defended in very specific ways. He would like shield in like a lot of these key situations. And I don't know if it's like what he gets in with here, because I think that this is more like he wins on this edge guard. But I think it's a stock before where there's more of it. Let's take a look at this, because yeah, they're fighting. The reason I want to point this out though is like I think there's like that one there. You saw it, right? So like he's like Aklo's like messing around here, and Moki just runs forward and grabs him. That is a scary.
The range of that grab was crazy.
That is a scary ass grab to go for, right? And it's because like, this is the advantage. This is the attacker's advantage. You get the information before your opponent does because you are the one who's like who's like deciding the opener that the opponent is reacting to, because you're initiating with the dash or like jump or whatever the hell it is. So the reason I bring this up is because it's really important to like, it's really important in general. That was a crazy edge guard.
Yeah, it was.
It's really important to be able to like have confidence in your decisions when you are like required to play the attacking position. Your Fox is like powerful. A lot of the reason why a lot of the other like supposedly like rushdown coded characters in this game, like Pikachu or Pichu, have problems is because they have such like restrictions on their the coverage of their like the limitations of their offense are such that like they don't really have like ways of like following up their pressure effectively when like they're wrong. Like if they nair at somebody and they block, like they don't really have like a great way of like proceeding from there. This is one of Fox's strengths. This is perhaps one of Fox's biggest strengths as a character. And the thing is, like, it's still not enough to beat, like, to just, like, play the odds at this level, but you are not playing at this level. So it is okay for you to have for you to just, like, kind of, like, go for these offensive options, like the standard offensive options in these closer quarters, because this is what everyone does. Like, it is an important learning, like, stepping stone for establishing the baseline that then makes these, like, call-outs necessary. But you can't get to the point where these are important without having the basics first. Does that make sense?
Yes. And it's kind of in line with stuff I've been thinking, too. Of,
Yeah.
like... And, like, when I was playing at Don't Park Friendlies, I was just trying to just, like... I was playing a lot of against Sheik. Against Sheik, I, like... I like playing against Sheik with Fox, but like I tend to play kind of patient, like stay out of her range, use the full hop mix up, stuff like that. And I tried to just like against these Sheiks, some of my friends, just like get in their face more and just do that. And it didn't go very well, but I figured that's the first step to learning is force myself to like win a different way.
I really like that. And I agree with you. It's not how we usually go about beating Sheik, because usually it's just like we just kind of like it's kind of like a hot and cold thing. We like hit her, but then like sometimes we pretend to hit her, and like we pretend to be interested in hitting her, and it's like she kind of like hangs herself on her like powerful normals that way. But or like by doing bad jumps that we like scout out, but that we sniff out. But again, I still want to emphasize, think about like the dynamic of that. They need to think that we're doing something in order for any of that to happen. So it isn't just enough, because if we just try to bait the entire time, it still doesn't work. Like the really good Sheiks will just like kind of like take their strong positions in response to us moving, and then we're in a pit anyway. So what I would say here is we need continue to, like, I want to just say, like, continue to develop your offense, because I think that's your offense. So short hop over full hop, in close quarters, unless full hop is scouting a specific counter hit. Unless full hop, so that would be one component of it. Another one I would say is tighter dash dances. Try to dash forward over back. Try to dash forward over away as the initial movement. The other thing I would say is on RTC, for the punish side, on RTCs we want to use the initial start of the tech or the time as the opponent hits the ground, to establish proper dash dance spacing if we are going that route. I'm not going to include that last bit, but like I think that like that's an important thing to flag. The other thing I want to go for is trust your hitboxes versus Falco up B. Falco up B when traveling. I don't know if you have ever looked at the hitboxes in Uncle Punch with model display off, and fighter collision on, but the up B hitbox is terrible. It is so easy to beat with your moves, but you have to believe. It's kind of like Neverland. If you don't think it's there, your moves will never win. But like if you do, your moves can your fucking jab will beat it. It really is that simple. The last thing I want to call attention to is on tech chases in general. I'm not sure how to describe this, but I think we need to be I think on the punish side we need a more systematic way of identifying our kills. So I want to pass that one to you. What do you think you're missing to because I noticed that you seem to miss a lot of opportunities for vertical kills. What's something you think you can do to make that more actionable, or more identifiable? I will make you just memorize kill percents if you think that'll work, but I feel like there's got to be a more interesting way to do it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I'm not sure. I think maybe it is just back to basics, think about the kill percents. I know most of some off the top of my head. Relearn that, and then just maybe for a bit, just aggressively played to them, if that makes sense.
Okay, I think I have a good way of doing that. That's not quite as nerdy, but it's your challenge is find when up throw up smash and RTC up smash kills on the 6 stages in Fox. And I will say in Fox versus Fox and Fox versus Pikachu. Okay. Pikachu's a nice cuddly middleweight. I'm sure that we can figure that out. You won't be able to our up throw up smash him, I guess. So maybe and I guess actually, you know what? No, that's fine, because what we'll say is find when nair up smash. And nair up smash and jab up smash. Because those are both reasonable things we might do. Kills on the sticks, kills on the 6 stages. In Fox versus Pikachu, Marth, and pick somebody fat. Pick somebody really fat. DK, I love it. I love that. Actually, let's not do jab then. Let's do jab / shine. No, jab and then / shine. Wave dash up smash. Because, like, versus Marth and DK, we wouldn't be doing jab, we'd be doing wave shines because we are very smart and good. And versus Pikachu, we would have to jab because he's Pikachu.
Right.
All right. So, that enough homework for you? Or do you think do you want to add anything?
No, I think that's good. I think it feels like a good continuation of our last lesson.
I agree.
Yeah. And I feel like it feels good to, like, it feels very good to, like, have a focus and obvious, like, thing that it feels very improvable, you know? It's obvious, like, I see the gap in my game, and now I'm starting to see, like, I'm starting to do it more, like, even in that set, like, some stock I do it more, some not, and I'm, like, it feels good to, like, see it happen when it happens.
I'll level with you. I am shocked that Falco player beat you. I am literally, like, like, when I saw your lead going into the game 3, like, the last stock of the Battlefield game, I was aghast that you lost that. Because I was, like, not, like, actually offended or anything, but I was just like, how the hell? Like, you're, like, you look, I'm sure he's an excellent player, or, like, a very solid player. You said he's Plat 1, he's at least okay. But yeah, no, I thought that you looked solidly, like, in control there. And I was really surprised that you lost.
I think this stuff, like you said, like putting a cap on how long he lives is exactly. You said it reduces, like, the chance of error. It makes error less important.
Well,
and I think
exactly.
If I didn't have that cap, I made more errors. And Falco's like an error. He loves to gobble up errors and kill you.
You know, Falco is low-key a comeback character, but that's in the conversation for another day. I'll let you go for now, Ambrose, but this was lovely, and keep up the great work.
Yeah, thank you. This is fun.
All right.
See you.